My name's Danny Diliberto, founder of Ladles of Love. It was founded back in 2014. Communities we work with are all over the peninsula, and we're working with 138 beneficiaries now. We've grown exponentially. We've been able to do that because of all the kindness that we have experienced from individuals and corporates such as Interbet, who just want to be part of the change.
We're on to race number 7. It's the Gold Circle Racing YouTube channel, MR77 handicap over 1950. We've got a rerun of number 9, Release Me, an interview with Peter Muscat, Vaughan Marshall, Gareth Van Zyl, Alison Wright, as well as Garth Puller and Peter Muscat.
Teichman coming to the 300. Professor Snape needs the gaps to open. Golden Piece is still a runner. Aurora Storm on the outside. Down the inside, the Bayou's getting into it late on. Teichman's fighting back. Golden Piece and Aurora Storm the last 100. Any of 4, but Golden Piece is looking to repel all challengers. And Golden Piece is staying on stoutly as they go to the line. Aurora Storm second, then came Release Me. And Time Taker taking off into the court.
Yeah, we've been looking for ground for this horse for quite some time. We obviously had to work our way to it. He failed narrowly last time after looking like the winner. He's going to get the run of the race over the tricky 1950 at Scottsville, and in my eyes, he's the one to beat.
Pirate Prince, I definitely think will run a better race. Last time out, he was pulled very wide around the turn, and I feel that he did need his first 2 runs back after a bit of a break, and expecting a better run from him.
Yeah, I don't think the trip is a problem. He last time out he was very, very unlucky, and he got balked twice in the last 250, 300 meters. I think with a good draw, I think he's in with a huge chance.
Rhodesia step up and trip will suit him, but not well handicapped if you look at the 6-time winners and the 5-time winners in the race that he's giving way to. It's a very hard ask. It's his post-maiden run, and he's drawn out wide. I'm thinking at best a good run.
Yeah, I think the 1.25 miles of Saturday's race is probably just marginally on the sharp side. It was going to be, there is a 1.5 mile race for him in a couple of weeks' time, so it was going to be 6 weeks between runs, which is probably too long a period to go straight back into a 1.5 miles. So we're just trying to keep his fitness levels at where they are with Saturday's run. But in saying that, you should be charging at them late, because we can't take the chance and be positive on him early. So he's going to have to come from off them. But he could still run into the money.
Yes, I'm just trying to keep her on the grass over that sort of a trip, and it's not easy to obviously find that race and that distance against her own sex. So we use a 1.5 kg claim from Apprentice Lingua, hoping it'll help, but she's in good order, and I expect an honest run from her, but as you said, it won't be easy against the boys.
There we heard those interviews, comments, and we've watched those reruns. My numbers here, Raheel, 1, 13 and 2. Top 3 selections, 1, 13 and 2. I thought the run from Aurora Storm was a cracking effort in the last start when beaten into second, 0.7 lengths by Golden Piece. I think that's a horse to follow for the future. So I do make number 1 the horse to beat. Some very encouraging comments there from Peter Muscat. And I also like the stable companion, number 13. That's a Vernie King. So there were also very, very good comments there. So throw that into all your bets. And then number 2, Professor Snape. Another one, very, very good comments from the trainer, Vaughan Marshall's quite upbeat about this one's chances. You heard a little bit unlucky in the last start. Sean Veal aboard. So pick 6, I'll be throwing in 1, 13 and 2. How did you see it?
Similar to how you see it. I do like number 2, Professor Snape. Last time out, I just feel he was terribly unlucky. He was balked. He had to switch in for a run. The doors did not open up at the right time for this individual. I think he's a talented sort. He's got lots of ability. He is just sort of failing to show it. But he's drawn in gate number 2 at Hollywoodbets Scottsville. You heard from Vaughan Marshall. The trip's not really an issue with him. I think he'll enjoy it. 1950 for the first time, and he's going to be the top choice for me. He's it is quite an open betting race. They're betting 5-1 the field, so he'll be the narrow first selection. Healthy respect for number 1, Aurora Storm, who's drawn well once again. He'll be in with a huge chance. He's gone up 3 points for his second last time out. Number 3, Bayview Express. Keep a very close eye on this individual. He's on a mark now that he's going to be extremely competitive off. Hollywoodbets Scottsville suit him, so he'll run a huge race. Number 3, Bayview Express, and then even number 11, which you mentioned, which is Release Me. He's a horse that must be in with some sort of chance here. The deep draw is a concern for me, but I think he'll be given a chance and he'll be doing his best work at the finish. So numbers 2, 1, 3, 11, those are my short list of contenders in this lineup. And then if number 15 somehow gets into the race, throw this horse in as well, because he's now dropped to a 69. He suits to the course and distance, and he'll run a nice race. But Professor Snape, he's going to be the top selection, going with a form line of that Golden Peace run to possibly stand up in this event and come through. And I think that form will certainly hold a dominant hand in this event. So 2, 1, 3, 11, those are going to be my top 4 numbers. Devon, just to repeat your numbers once more.
1, 13 and 2 for me.
1, 13 and 2 for Devon in race number 7. And what looks to be a competitive handicap, but we are sort of narrowing our selections down.
Hi, I'm Trevor, the CEO of the same foundation. The donation we received from Interbase helped us in procuring vital, life-saving medical equipment and PPE for Tygerberg and Groote Schuur hospitals in the Western Cape. This was while the Western Cape was the epicenter of the pandemic. If you would like to get in touch or assist us in these projects, you can get hold of us on our website, which is www.samefoundation.org.za, Facebook and Instagram or LinkedIn.